Rolling, bro. We rolling.
What's up, man?
Nothing much, brother. How's business, first of all?
It's good, man. It's busy right now with tax season. So,
Yeah.
That's
good stuff. Good stuff. How many have you seen a growth in your business and people that are coming in and?
Yeah, actually getting a variety of clients from word of mouth or the networking that I did.
Networking, before.
Yeah, before. So yeah, a lot of but usually it's word of mouth. Yeah, it's usually you do a good job,
right.
And people usually tell people you take care of people and people feel that and they refer they want their own people to get taken care of. So
of course,
yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. And a lot of these people, do you see them on social media? You're probably not friends with them, but do you see them on any platform some of the times?
Actually, no. I don't see them. No, I don't see them at all on social media. Because again, it's a lot of it's word of mouth, so we're not even friends of friends.
Right.
So that's why. Yeah.
Now I see that you categorize income brackets. Now percentage wise, where do a lot of individuals fall income bracket wise?
Well, a lot of them that I deal with fall under the 12% or the 22%. You know what I mean?
And what is that for people that don't see that?
Well, for example, the 12% fall from the 9,000 mark to 38,000, and 22 fall from 38 to 82. 32. You know what I mean? So that's where.
And what about business owners around there?
Business owners fall under 22 to 24%.
Yeah. Okay. And for those business owners that have the higher income bracket people, what do you think is the difference between, let's say, the business owners that are high income brackets with the lower ones? What do you think that they do differently? Because you do bookkeeping,
right?
So you see the internals of a business. What do you think those businesses are doing that the other ones aren't doing yet, or is it just time, or what is it? What is it that you see?
No, well, the percentage of where you fall, it's based on the gross. So it's a matter of you being a $1 million company or a $5 million company.
Right.
I mean, because there's only so much we could do as accountants where to do it the right way, where everything is still legal, where you're gonna have to pay some taxes.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
So it just depends where you fall at the end. Like we could do during October or November of throughout the year. That's where we like to sit down with the client, and that's why accounting is so key, a big key part in business, because you want to know, first of all, you want to know where your money is going. Second, you want to know how your business is doing internally,
right? And
that's why accounting is fundamental. So that's back to where I was going with this. Is in October, November, we like to sit down with the client and really see what his plan is for the future.
Right.
So meaning, if there's if the company is doing well and there's a lot of capital gains, then we like to spend money that we can count legally. So therefore, they don't pay as much taxes on their income. Or if they're looking to buy a property, or for the business, or buy trucks for the business, or wherever the kind of business they have, then we might want to leave it in there so they can look good to get a loan, or to look good on paper, in other words. So it just depends where you want to do net in the following years. That's going to place you on the tax bracket this year.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, that's fundamental.
And like those companies that are in the $1 million range and up, what do they do? What do they care about? What do they look at that you think the smaller businesses they're not doing? Like what do you think some of the attributes of the companies that are $1 million at least grossing?
I think the big difference that I see is that they're hustling. They're out getting new clients. Okay. They're not complacent to where they're at. A lot of them, that they're good where they're at. Maybe their goal was to hit 2 million, and they're good at 2 million. You know what I mean? Like that fits their lifestyle. You know what I mean? But those are the ones that are complacent. Like they hit 2 million, they're good. You know what I mean? So the ones that go to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those are the ones that want to keep growing and scaling their businesses and branching out and opening in other cities. And you know what I mean?
So they're always reinvesting back and hustling. Right?
They're always hustling, and they're reinvesting back in their business. Yeah.
Wow. And what about individuals, right? Individual people. who makes more? You know, individuals or married people? As far as, you know, per person average. What do you think?
As far as like tax brackets, or
Yeah,
what do you
tax
mean?
brackets, like-
Well, the best tax bracket to be in is married filing jointly.
Okay.
Reason why is because with this whole Trump law change, the tax law that Trump changed, the standard deduction for married filing jointly is now $24,000. So what that means is the first $24,000 of your income is not taxable.
Right.
So that's the best tax bracket to be in. Next after that is head of household, which is 18,
Right.
and then married, filing separate and single is 12,000. So
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I never seen it that way. And those people that are making more, is it the same thing? Is like, hey, they're out finding new jobs, they're out trying to get better. Is it, does it come, you know, what I really want to see is, like, you know, you see a lot of the internals, you know, we're on social media, we can post all day long,
Right.
but the financials don't lie, numbers don't lie.
numbers on that, yeah.
Right, so the people that you see their numbers growing consistently, whether it be personal in their business, is it just the hustle? Is it like, hey, going out there and doing what I
Yeah,
have to
it's
do?
literally the hustle and expanding, to be honest. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And of course, it depends on the business that you are. Is, you know, being a good negotiator and getting, you
Right.
know, the cost of goods at a cheaper price than some that you're getting it from before. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's always like trying to get like that extra edge
Right.
on your product or on what you're selling. You know, so it has to be a combination of everything. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not just one thing. But people that are complacent or they're happy where they're at, they're good. You know, maybe they don't want the bigger headache because it's more problems. You know, as you grow to scaling 5 million, 10 million, 20, you know, more money, more problems. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
No, yeah, that's true.
and maybe at 2 million, they're good. You know, they already have what they wanted to achieve. They go to travel 2-3 times a year. They have 2 homes. They have a vacation home. Their house is paid off, and they're good. So they're stable. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then there's that guy that just wants to grow and take over and then take over the industry. You know what I mean? So I think, you know, the numbers reflect your hustle.
Wow. And you see that a lot. Wow.
Yeah, and I see that it's great because I get to see it in different businesses.
Right.
So it's not just pertain to one. You know what I mean?
Right.
We have like manufacturing companies. We have the clothing line company. You know, we have real estate companies. So it's like different kind of scenarios. You know what I mean? We have installation, you know, companies. So it's a variety of different businesses. But at the end, you know, it could be different kind of businesses, but at the end, it's the same numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
what I'm
I mean?
saying. That's what I'm
It's like
saying.
it comes back to the same thing. That's the beauty about, you know, accounting or numbers, is that it doesn't matter what kind of business or what country, numbers are numbers.
Right.
I mean, 2 + 2 here is 2 + 2 in
That's
China.
what I'm saying, yeah.
I mean, like, it's not gonna change. You know what I mean? So I think the numbers is really like the universal language.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, do you think, let's say for the person who's like, they're cool at, like you said, 2 million. Can someone really go like this? Because I heard if you're not growing, you're dying. But can someone really keep a stability like that?
Well, I guess, my interpretation of that meaning, if you're not growing, you're dying, is, say for example, you are growing, right?
Right.
Like 100,000, 500,000, a million,
Right.
2 million, and then you stay status quo. So technically, you are dying because it's a straight line anyway. So what happens when your heart don't beat? It's straight line. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. So if you're not growing, you're dying. Yeah, but you're still complacent where you're at. You know what I mean? It's not, as long as you're servicing your clients or whatever business you are, then yeah, if you're not growing, you're dying. But you know, in whose view, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
True.
Like the person that wants to scale to the 5-10 million, then that's his mentality. But you know, that mentality is not for everybody. So you gotta be comfortable where you want to be.
Wow. So do you think people try to overreach sometimes, or they're
Some
not honest
do.
with themselves?
No, some do. There's companies that try to do, or
Too much?
yeah, they take, you know, a bigger bite than they could chew, and then that's when they end up choking.
Wow.
But that, you know, gets them where they're at.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what is the last question? I guess what is the number one mistake businesses do make?
Accountability. There has to be accounting. in order for you to know what you're doing or how you're spending your money or where's it going, and there has to be. That's why accounting is key, because if you don't know where your money is going, then you don't know where the water's leaking. So how can you save the boat from drowning if you don't know where the leak is coming from?
Right.
So accounting is really like for example, when you go get a body scan or something hurts and you go get a body scan to see what hurts internally. So the accounting is internally.
Know your numbers.
Know your numbers, know your health of the business.
Wow. Appreciate it, man.
Hey man, thank you for
Always
your time. Pleasure.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. Be cool, all right?
Good conversation.